Listen to the following talk.
Smart financial planning for young couples, a roadmap to homeownership and wealth building. First of all, congratulations to you both for building up a solid savings amount and achieving a steady income at such a young age. That's quite impressive. However, buying a home is no small feat. It's a challenging goal that requires careful financial planning and risk management. First, I'd suggest adopting a practical spending rule, like the 50-30-20 rule, where savings are prioritized as soon as income comes in. With a combined monthly income of 40 million Vietnamese dongs, a suggested savings rate would be 20 to 30%, which means setting aside 8-12 million Vietnamese dongs monthly. If you can save more, that's even better. For safety, the recommended borrowing limit is around 1 billion Vietnamese dongs. Current interest rates are favorable, and you might consider borrowing from the Big Four banks or reputable foreign banks for better terms. Secondly, review your expenses closely. You can use banking apps or budget tracking tools to log monthly spending, then eliminate unnecessary expenses. It's a good idea to allocate around 10 to 15% of income to leisure spending and keep it in a separate account for dining out, traveling, or other non-essential expenses. Having a separate account for this type of spending helps you stay on top of it and avoid overspending. The key goal in optimizing your spending is to have money left over each month, which is essential for making consistent loan payments. Third, protecting your financial security is crucial to avoid any unforeseen financial setbacks, especially when taking on debt. Set up an emergency fund that covers 3 to 6 months of essential expenses, including debt payments. If you have insurance coverage, aim to save 3 months' worth. If not, save at least 6 months. Next, prepare for short-term financial plans. For example, if you plan on having a child, consider setting aside 100-200 million Vietnamese dongs for associated costs, like delivery options and hospital expenses. For these funds, you might consider investing in gold or placing them in a savings account. Additionally, it's helpful to have backup financial support from family, whether through savings or assets that could be liquidated if needed. This can help you cover unforeseen events without affecting your loan or assets. It's also wise to look into insurance, at least health and medical insurance, and ideally life insurance with health coverage for both of you. This provides access to higher quality healthcare and helps protect your assets and investments if anything should happen to the primary income earner. The challenge here is deciding how to accumulate enough savings and choosing the right property. In your case, while you have saved a fair amount, it's still insufficient for a real estate purchase, especially given the high property prices in Hanoi. So, I recommend focusing on improving your financial management, finding ways to increase your income, and starting to invest in order to grow your assets. Remember that to buy a home, your asset accumulation rate must outpace the growth of housing prices. Thus, it's essential to gain knowledge about personal finance and investing. Simply relying on savings might make it challenging to buy a home unless you experience a significant increase in income, receive an inheritance, or come into a large sum. After you've made strides in these areas, you could consider reevaluating home ownership in 3 to 5 years. In a more favorable scenario, if you receive support from family, about 1-1.5 billion Vietnamese dongs, you could consider a mortgage now. However, with a limited budget, you might need to look at properties further from the city center. A condominium could be an easier option as the legal processes are simpler and banks are more likely to approve loans and assess its value accurately. Here are a few tips. If possible, choose a condominium that has been built within the last 5 years, as this will likely have higher appreciation potential. For a mortgage, go for a long-term option, such as 20 to 30 years, to reduce monthly payment stress, giving you flexibility to handle the debt. If your income grows, you can pay down the loan faster. Wishing you both the best as you plan, and I hope these insights help guide your decisions.
This content is just an example for learning English. Thank you for watching. This is a VTP channel. How do you feel about this video? Please leave a comment below.